Hey everybody, this is just going to be a quick tutorial on how to do texture swaps in LEGO Star Wars. You'll need two things. First, GIMP. This is just a photo editing software and it's available on both Mac and Windows. You'll also need Texture Swapper, which is an executable file at this link here. I'm going to assume in this tutorial that you already have the decompiled LEGO Star Wars files. Hide this real fast. Yeah, that you already have these decompiled LEGO Star Wars files, as you'll need to have access to the .ghg files to do the texture swaps. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to this link. So on this, you want to go to jars and click on textureswapper.jar and then just hit download. I already have it downloaded, and I would suggest putting everything texture related into a folder of some sort. Okay, so once you have that downloaded, just open the location of the executable file and run it. It's going to ask you if you want to dump textures or add textures, so we'll dump textures. This is just a file browser, so go to where your game files are stored. For me, that's program files, Steam apps, common, LEGO Star Wars, and then here you'll see the decompiled files. So let's change Anakin Boy. So we'll go into his file, and you're going to want to select the lr_pc.ghg file. So select that. The texture dumper will dump his textures, and then in the folder next to the executable, you should have a folder appear with all the character textures. So now what you're going to want to do, let me just close this window, is you're going to want to select the texture and edit it. So to do this, we're going to open it with GIMP. We want to load the DDS. And so here we go. Here's a texture. Let's just make a simple change to it. Let's just make the whole thing green. Okay, cool. So now that everything's green, we want to hit File, Export As, and then let's just export it here. We'll call it test.dds. It's important to note which number texture this is. So in this case, this is texture 0. So why don't we just say that actually, texture 0. And yeah, you want to make sure you export it as a DDS and then hit export. What's this? Right here, I'm going to export it here. Okay, whatever, it won't let me, so I'll just export it to here. Export. Make sure you compress it with DXT1 because that's the smallest compression, and the tool might not work if you don't. I'm not exactly sure, I haven't tested it yet. Once you've done that, just DXT1 and hit export. So now, if we go back here, we see this new texture we made. Now what you want to do is you want to go back here and run Texture Swapper again, and this time say add a texture. So then you want to go and select the GHG file of the character you want to exchange textures with. So just go along the same path. So for us, that is Anakin Boy. Just select this file again, hit open. Now we want to select the texture we just made. So go back to the location of the texture. So for me, this is just on my desktop somewhere. Desktop, texture demo. I put it in here, I think. Yeah, texture 0. So put this in here. Only continue if you are sure you modified these. Yeah, this is important. Make sure that you maintain the size of the texture that you want to change. So if a texture is 64 by 64, don't make the image larger, and make sure you export it with DXT1 compression. So we did that. I'm going to hit continue. The texture number was 0, so we're just going to hit 0 and OK. So now it's writing the texture, and it worked. Okay, so to add the texture in game, swap the current character LR with the edited file. So we should have made a new file. Yeah, this is the new LRPC edit. It's called LRPC edited file. So now what we have to do is, let me just close out of this program. We have to go into characters, Anakin boy, and you'll see he has an LRPC file. This is the one we want to replace. So let's just take this out and let's put this one in, the edited one. And let's just change this name from edited so to what it was originally, like that. And now you should have a swap texture. So if we run like with Star Wars, we should hopefully see that Anakin boy is now completely green. Oh my god, that's loud. Holy moly. Hold on. That's better. Okay. So I'm just gonna load any game and see if Anakin boy is green. Just go here, free play. Where's the bugger? There he is. So with any luck, he should be a green guy. And there you have it. The texture is swapped. Yeah, I hope this tutorial was useful.